Hello again. Okay, so virtue number 6. I love this one. Love this one. This one might go over. I'm not sure. Might go over. Be fair. We need to be fair and compassionate in our dealings with other human beings. The Savior gave us the parable of the unjust servant who owed a large sum of money. His master forgave him the debt, but that same servant went out and had a fellow servant put into prison for a much smaller debt. Their master rebuked him for not showing the same compassion that he had himself received, and then sent him to the same fate as his fellow servant. That was in Matthew 18:23 through 34 in the King James Version of the New Testament. Now, he continues, if you will be fair to other people, they will more likely be fair to you. Okay. We have this thing in society called greed. We tend to want to receive and then be forgiven, but not to forgive others. Especially when it comes to debt. Everybody, I have a personal rule. If I have the money to lend somebody something, then I have the money to give it to them. If I can live without it long enough for them to borrow it, then I can live without it long enough for them to never pay me back. Now, this isn't to say that I don't want the money back. And it's not to say that I don't hope somebody has the character to pay back that debt. But I don't expect it back. Because when I expect it back and I don't get it, then all I am is angry. And that only leads to me being unhappy, embittered, and unkind to the next person who does need something. But if I have the money to give, I will give it. Now, we do the same thing as was suggested in the parable, but with our words. We as people tend to hope that everybody treats us with high respect and is very kind. But as soon as we do something, well, it was just an accident. Why are you treating me so badly? And then the next thing we know, we're the ones treating somebody else badly who cut in when you're driving down the road. I use a lot of driving references because I used to have really bad road rage. I was mean. But if I have my blinker on, for example, it's only polite to let me in. On the other hand, if I was to go down the road and see somebody with their blinker on and then speed up so I couldn't let them in, why would I expect anybody else to ever let me in? If somebody's coming up and I know they're going to want to get in, I usually just let them in. What is the skin off my nose if I don't? How does it hurt me? One way or the other, if I do, I should say. It doesn't hurt me at all. It doesn't hurt us to be kind. It never has. But we have this mentality that we should get and never give. Let's not be that way. If we're not willing to say something kind to somebody, or if we're not willing to say something, like somebody comes to me and says, oh, I'm just so frustrated with all the people I work with. Blah, 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 blah. Negative, 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 Nancy. And then you see them at work and they are just cheerful and chipper and nice, and you're being two different people. And we cannot serve two masters. We cannot be two people. We will divide ourselves at the very core if we cannot be the same person in public as we are in private. So be fair. Be fair to everybody around you by being just kind. Taking whatever garbage they have to throw at you and just being nice. It doesn't hurt you to be nice. And then be fair to yourself. When you have the opportunity to be a good person at every stage of your life, be it. That doesn't mean we're perfect. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be hunky-dory all the time and that people are always going to be nice to you. It just means that you'll have nothing to regret if you maintain positive behavior. You can't look back on your life with regret when you did everything you could to make sure everybody was happy. We don't need to be people pleasers. We just need to be nice and fair to everybody. Nobody has anything worth you sacrificing your own soul for. Nobody could do anything to you that would be worth you being a different person in private as you are in public. If you have a problem with something they have to say or that they've done, you say it. You don't have to be mean and say, well, you could have treated me this way. No, you say, is there a problem? Can I help? Is there something I can do? And you be nice. Be fair. It's the golden rule down to its core. Do unto others as you would have others do to you. That is everything we do. That includes how we drive. It includes how we talk in public and in private. It includes everything. Being forgiven and being loving and all of it. So be fair, people. Be fair with your heart and be kind to those around you. And don't take offense, because it doesn't matter if somebody gives offense. It's up to you whether or not you'll receive it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will post a reply at some later date. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.